Which is it? Is it Frank or is it Frankie? I just want to be accurate, you know. Since you're not being so accurate, Miss Ruby, yes, this message is for you. I don't know if you know, but there's other mothers out there in the land of YouTube that have been watching you. And we're not liking what we're seeing, okay? What you've done to those kids, not what you're doing, what you've done. You've done it. The resentment they will hold toward you will be well deserved. It makes me shake just to think about it. Excuse me. Anyway, as we were. I was a kid my mom didn't want, I think. Okay, my dad just wanted boys. My mom didn't like kids until she was 40. She didn't want kids. My dad forced kids on her, okay? He wanted sons, kept coming up with girls. Alright. Christmas rolls around. My Christmases were filled with nothingness. Okay, all I got was hand-me-downs. It was to the point where I got caught unwrapping gifts and switching tags. That was something I used to do because I didn't get shit. There was one time I asked one of my aunts, because I got a porcelain doll and my brothers got Nike clothes and shit. And I said, "That's it?" I see a porcelain doll. I'm like, "That's it?" She whooped my fucking ass. Whooped it. And there was another Christmas. My mom took me to her friends, and I don't know if she realized or not, but Christmas was also that friend's birthday, okay? I was left there for 3 fucking days. No food, no phone, no anything, no nothing. There was one present under the tree, and it was a present for her friend, and it was a birthday present. And there was a trip to Cedar Point. My brothers went to with the church, and my mom said, "If you're good all year, you can go next year." She wouldn't let me go that year because why? I stole the She-Ra doll from the girl that lived on the other side of the block. Why? Because Mom never gave me nothing. So I didn't get to go to Cedar Point, and to this day, I still never been on a roller coaster. I fucking love carnivals. I love them. I love the rides. Love them. Never been on a roller coaster. Never could afford it. I could never go to one carnival that was big enough that had one. Biggest one I've been on was the one in Mall of America, and that wasn't even their good one. Okay, that line was too long. We weren't there that long. We weren't gonna be there for all that. Okay, it wasn't why we were there. And we went with the in-laws, so I wasn't calling the shots of who went where and what, how long we were spending in what areas. But yeah, to this day, I've never been on a fucking roller coaster. That shit fucked me up. She stole that memory from me. And the next year, church rolls around and they says they're not gonna pay all that money just to take 7 kids up there. So no more Miss Nice Guy. I was done. No Santa Claus, no Cedar Point, no fuck this. I was done. I couldn't even get no sleep at home because I was being violated at night while I was sleeping. And we had a drunk, abusive dad who listened to country music, and it still makes my blood boil and triggers me to this day, country music. My dad would listen to it where you could hear the music from 4 blocks a fucking way. And we had to force ourselves to learn to sleep through that shit. And then there was the violating. I used to run away just to sleep. Mom would find out, cops are bringing me home. Why? Because I'm trespassing. I'm in someone else's yard, in their treehouse, sleeping, skipping school, because I'm sleeping, because I wasn't getting sleep at home. And I can only imagine, with her putting those kids online all the fucking time like that, and them never having a chance to get away, and her only regret is that she didn't have more control. I don't know if it's part of being an empath or what. I don't know. But what it does, just thinking about what she's done, I almost want to have a panic attack over it. And they're not even my kids. With my daughter, I gave her, I downright spoiled her, okay? No, and she wasn't absolutely spoiled, you know? I mean, she's never been to sleepovers and shit because I had a friend get kidnapped from one. It's Deanna Seifert. Go look through. I've got a few videos about it, actually. It was tragic. It shook the whole neighborhood. Back in the early 90s, Deanna Seifert, her killer was Andrew Trombley. It still shakes me up. It could have been me. Oh God. But I believe I've raised my kid right. My kid don't steal from me. She sees what the addiction with the cigarettes has done to me. She don't smoke. I never gave her pop as a young child. She don't even drink pop. I mean, I think I did pretty fucking good. I mean, she did get a little, you know, talked into some shit with some older guy online once, you know, but, I mean, that shit happens to a lot of people these days. And I haven't made a video about it yet because I'm afraid dude still has that footage. And it scares me. It terrifies me. And the things they have these days with Photoshop. Like, God, Ruby online. And now them with the fucking mobs of truth shit. And their principles. The fuck? No. We some moms on a mission. I hope I'm not covering the microphone thing. Moms on a mission. We need love to blossom. Okay? Them in their fucking goddamn control. Do as I say, not as I do. It's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting. The shit Ruby Franke has done is fuck them kids up. The resentment they'll hold, and I know they'll hold it. Because I hold it. And had it not have been for the life I had, maybe I wouldn't have fell into addiction and shit. Maybe I wouldn't have stayed with somebody who beat me. But, you know, when we got away from the addiction, it was something me and my husband did as a team. We worked together for it, and, you know, the violence stopped as well. So, hold up. And keep the CD out here. But, you know, I felt like I had to get on here and say something about that with Ruby, those kids. I mean, and she put them online for everyone. Every loose tooth, every argument, no, maybe not every argument, but all kinds of arguments and shit. She put her kid in boot camp for teasing another little sibling, saying that they're going to a trip to Disneyland. Got the kid all excited. He packed his shit and all that, everything. And then after he was all packed up, he's like, we ain't really going. And she put him in boot camp over that? I heard there's another time he lifted him up to hold on to a basketball hoop, and he left him like that, and walked away, and she took his bed away for like 6 months. That's some fucking madness, dude. We had our mom take our beds away. She used to lock us outside to sleep so her boyfriend's kids could have our beds. Yeah. I guess maybe there was too many of us. Maybe her heart wasn't big enough for all of us. No. I know, it's something I've mentioned quite a few times. I don't think I've ever posted it, though. This one I probably am going to post because it's a message from Miss Ruby Franke. What he said. I don't have my color rock out there. It's okay. There's no color rock today. This is a serious video. It's a serious video. We getting serious. It's a serious one. Merry Christmas, squirrel. Bah humbug. Bah humbug, Ruby. That's what she says. She says bah humbug. Took the kids' Christmas away. Making the other kids watch. I got caught stealing a present one time from a step-sibling. But I don't remember if they know or anything. It's funny because under the entire tree there wasn't nothing for me. When my mom became a cake decorator, she's got pictures of all the cake. She's made a cake for everyone. Except me. Not one picture for me. She threw me in boot camp too. I had to deal with that shit too. And guess what, Miss Ruby? It fucks with you. I'm telling you, I don't know if her kids went through the extent I went through. You don't get that time back. You don't get that time back. Both my parents are gone. I can't even ask them what the fuck were they thinking. And that shit eats me up. It does. It eats me up. I had to move out by the time I was 16. I was living in a friend's garage. Did Mom care? No. Because where was I staying before that? Oh yeah, the back porch. In the backyard. And I got bitched at when I built a fort in there. Talk about, oh, you're going to kill my grass. Like, what the fuck? You expect me to sleep with the wind on me, man? Come on. Come on. It's disgusting. I do all the time, every day. I wish I could ask her, how could she do that? How could she do such a thing? All your kids are going to ask you that very question, Miss Ruby. And you're going to have to explain to them how your sister's cult was more important than your own fucking children. Your sister's cult, probably your older sister who has been manipulating you, gaslighting you, and brainwashing you for fucking years. You gonna let her continue? Are you supposed to care about family? I mean, you're supposed to. I never got that care. And let me tell you something, Miss Ruby. I'm fucked up. I'm the only sibling that has the scars of self-harm on my arm as well as my leg. I hurt all over. I was the girl, okay? So, of course, I was the one that was always getting sat on and all kinds of shit. And having to try and push someone off you that's bigger than you, be it my mom, my brother, my husband, whatever. It has weakened my skeletal structure. Okay, the arthritis is really bad. I mean, it's really bad. And what that boot camp has done to me will put me through shin splints. Now I can't even run a half a block without busting every ligament, holding my muscle onto my bone. All because my mom didn't want to deal with me. My mom didn't know how to deal with me. That's what she said. She didn't know how to deal with me. And she locked my brother up because, when do I take him seriously? He threatens me all the time. And she locked the other brother up too because, obvious reason. You got caught. You got caught. Mom caught you this time. Yeah, it wasn't just little one walking in. Getting bullied because of it walking. And the symptoms of the bedwetting. And then getting bullied for that too. And not being able to go sleep at someone else's house and shit because I would do that. I even did it in the youth home one time. Imagine standing there, another teenager could walk out of the room anytime, and I see you standing there with your backside screaming through this fucking big ass window, talking about I need new bedding. You have any idea how embarrassing that was? Oh my God. Up until the time she got with her boyfriend when I was 12, she got away from my dad. And up until when I was 16 when I moved out. In that little short span, she threw me in the youth home 8 times. She threw me in the institution twice. And she threw me into that boot camp for 15 months. Okay? So you could take a good year and a half, maybe 2 years. You add up all the youth homes. I've been locked up for every holiday. At least twice. Okay? Shit hurts. No visitors, no letters, no anything. No phone calls, no nothing. Nothing. And it was one time we went on a pass. One pass. We were home for 1 hour. And she talked about going to see her boyfriend's parents. And then we're talking about how we want to stay over here, we don't ever get to see our friends, we want to hang out with our friends. And she's like, oh, you can't come with us. And we're like, oh, so we're staying here? She said, no, you're going back to the youth home. We looked at each other, man, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And she took us right fucking back. Like, man, why even come get us? I think it was Easter or something. Yeah, I think it was Easter. Yeah. Hold on. I think I still got on that white lipstick from that thing I did earlier. It was another video. This stuff. Okay, I haven't been eating powdered donuts or something. My phone's about to die. It just went dark on me. I gotta plug it in. I don't have much memory space left anyway. But I wanted... just try and plug it in the wrong side. Hold on. I got this. Haha! There we are. Do you hear that barking squirrel? You hear him? Aww. I can't pull the phone out here because of the cord. I'm putting my button here because it's not okay to litter. No, it's not. It's not okay to litter. No, it's not. I'm just getting this set up here. And voila, my scar. You know what that's from? Voila, my scar. I'm Madeline. You remember Madeline? She's had her appendix removed. You know Madeline from the nunnery. Yeah, that memory is gonna fill up. If you're someone who happens to have any interest in whatever I might be bitching about, which that's why I wear the bracelet. I feed the squirrels, and I'd rather not show my face. I'd rather show people the fluffy goodness, the fluffy cuteness, the squirrels, because they're cuter, you know. They are. There's no denying it. And I just, every now and again, I feel like I have to get my words out into the world. And yeah, right now the message of the day is Ruby Franke, good fucking job. Your children will resent you forever. Yep. A whole new date. Sorry. It's a whole new change of clothes, okay? It's even new PJs. I know it looks the same, but I can assure you it's different, okay? I own 2 of these panda bears. Anyway. It wasn't done. Camera filled up. I don't even think I got to say it. Click the subscribe button and the like button and stick around and become a squirrely neighbor. We'd love to have you. I learned how to do a little bit of editing so I could throw out a picture of Ruby Franke. It's Frankie, I'm guessing. I misspoke too. Yeah, I misspoke. I thought she was her sister. I thought she was. But I guess not. Maybe I could cut that part out. I might be able to cut that part out, but then I'd want to cut this part out. I'm a bozo. Anyway, yeah, no, I thought it was her sister's goat. But apparently, the Judy character, or Jody, whatever it is, she's just somebody that's been manipulating her and brainwashing her. I guess. I mean, the girl seems brainwashed. What is going on with my bangs here? Hold up. You know, I just done took the whole hat off and everything. It's giving me so much grief. I just cut those couple strands. It's just a couple strands. I can flip this too in the editing to where you can read it right too. I just realized that. So, yeah. Yay. Anyway, back to those few notes that I wrote. There's a couple things I wanted to say. Oh wait, the misspoke. Yeah, I thought it was her sister's coat, but apparently she has sisters that have turned their backs on her. I don't know how many siblings she has. I know I have a lot of siblings. And I know there wasn't room for all of us. I'm more so telling y'all my story, because I'm the end result. I'm the end result in what happens to these people long term. I still wake up screaming and crying, covered in sweat and tears sometimes. And my husband don't need that shit. He's got to work in the morning. He don't need that shit. And, yeah, it's really hard. I procrastinate. I have hoarding tendencies. But, I mean, I'm not real bad with it, you know. And I've been getting better. But there's all kinds of, like, shoes. I won't want to throw them away. You know, even if there's a sole missing or something. I don't want to throw them away. I don't know why. I've been getting better, though. But, I think there's something wrong with me. I've thought out therapy for myself, too. So, but, you know, I got myself on another antidepressant. When I was a teenager, my mom had me thrown on different antidepressants too. So, I've had to adjust to them on 5 separate occasions and 5 different kinds. So, yeah, and it's yucky adjusting to those meds. I don't know if Ruby realizes that shit, but You know, I mean, when you're trapped in your head and you can't think about a steady thought, or you can't get a certain thought out of your mind, or you're sitting there insulting yourself over and over, and starting 20 projects and still not finishing the other 10 you had going before. And, you know, it's just, it's mentally damaging, okay? The shit that all that shit puts on you. And those who are shoved into the religious shit and forced to do the strictest of sorts, they're the ones that end up rebelling the hardest. All the friends that I know, that I've had, that have ran their fix, they've all grew up in the church. I even sort of did too. Me and my brothers, we were always going to different churches all the time. There was my dad's, my mom's, the ones across the street, my grandpa's. There was all kinds of churches. Better than hanging out at home. But yeah, we'd go with friends too. And the vacation Bible school and all that shit. Yeah, summer school, we do all that stuff. And they don't have stuff like that anymore, really. Not really. The one time we did let our daughter go to camp, I had to make a video about it, because you best believe they took her sunburn away, or sunblock. Get the burn on her nose, my God. And she didn't have a fucking sleeping bag. And she wouldn't speak up about it. Obviously she doesn't feel like an entitled brat, right? I mean, she never even spoke up. She never stood up for herself until the last night there almost. She said that's how she'd been sleeping there, without using her towel as a blanket. I mean, the fuck had I known? What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, that's some bullshit, dude. The sunburn, her nose was fucking black. Black. It was Camp Ozanam. There's a video. I made a video. Let me just check my notes here right quick. Okay, because, oh yeah, there's a little truth I want to know. Okay, Miss Ruby, if you're going to be living this truth, show this truth. What's your true hair? Do you really have blonde hair like that? And you have all those highlights and shit? Is that living in truth? All that fake hair? Is that truth? Or are you distorting your coloring a little bit? Just a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, I paused it and I was looking at my notes just now. And I got a note right here mentioning them taking the door away from the bathroom, taking the privacy away. You know, like taking the bathroom privacy away from a teenager and shit, and kids. Dude, it reminded me of when my dad would ground me to the couch, and I told him I gotta get up and go pee, and he would never want to believe me, and then he'd stand by the outside the bathroom door, and sometimes I'd hear him shout, "I don't hear a tinkle." So I can't even get my britches down. Give me a fucking minute. But you know, so much of the shit she's doing to her kids just reminded me of my childhood. And it made me feel like, that I know I'll put on a good front every now and again. I'll mask it, and it's hard because I'm a Gemini, and I'll wear my emotions out on my sleeve. But I'm generally a happy person. I try to be anyway. But, what's going on in here, when my constant brain function, it's constant motions, because it's constantly in motion, it's constantly thinking something. Oh, this bah humbug that hat right now. Holy shit. Hold on. God, I hope my audio ain't fucked up. My ankle, I fucking twisted it, something serious. I'm grinding on it. Fucking floor. I just threw my hair up in that hairdo that I finally got a name for it. It only took a decade. I call it the infinity twist. Yeah, because it kind of looks like a figure 8 the way it goes. I'm not showing it right here. It's sloppy because the braid was right here. It was not in the middle. None of it was brushed back. It was all to the side. It was all just going to the side. And I just whipped it up very quick. I'm telling you, it's the most gentlest, simplest, fastest, easiest hairstyle. And it falls right out like nothing. It's so gentle. Anyway, this video ain't about hair. Click the subscribe button, and it can be, I can always, show you something else. You can always click on another video, or subscribe and stay tuned and wait for my next video. This is my Patchy Bear. This is Patches. She was a stray, and like all the others, she fell in love with us. The day I put them rhinestones around her neck on that collar, you can see how proud she was. She was actually honored, and it showed. It was cute. But yeah, no, we feed squirrels over here. I'm sure you can see. You've seen the beginning of the video. I'm gonna put this in the back piece, in the back half. I'm gonna put a little bit up in the beginning just to show you, I'm gonna put a picture of Ruby edited in the beginning. If I can, if it'll let me. I know I could put like emojis and stickers and headlines and whatnot. I'm still learning, okay? Follow me on this journey. I'm learning my editing, see where it takes me. Click the button. Click the button. Click the button. Click the button. Boop. Give it a boop. And a little boop boop. Boop. It's a skit I do. It's this whole thing. If you're some family channel person watching me for the first time and you don't know anything about frauditors, I urge you to look through my channel and get to know. But don't watch them on their channels. Watch them on people like me and the people I mention in my videos. Watching them, it's boring stuff, okay? Boring stuff. We cut out the noise. I mean, I really don't. I try to not show other people's content. I do my own thing, Yeah. There was a paper she had where she mentioned a bunch of fucking babble. I mean, it was straight up babble. And, it almost sounded like some straight up sob shit. And it even mentioned something about everything from photography to taking a shower. And it's like, oh wow. The frauditors, They've, traded in showering for photography. And it made me wonder, because I know they're always talking that religious shit. So, it just leaves one to wonder. It just leaves one to wonder. I'm left wondering. Quit looking at the jackets up there. If you're somebody that's left wondering too, comment below, subscribe and stay tuned, and all that jazz. One last note, let love blossom. Give love room to blossom, rather than suffocating people in fear, which is what Jody or Judy, whatever, is what she does with her cult. She suffocates Ruby and everybody else in fear. All of them do. All those people like that, they suffocate them in fear. And watching Chili, I think I've figured out, how they work up that following, 'cause if anybody doesn't agree with them, or they even trail off topic, they're gonna get blocked. You gotta stay with the sheep. Otherwise, you're kicked from the club. That's how they get so many yes men on their side. That's exactly what Chili does. He blocks all the trolls. Block the trolls. Block all the trolls. I'll unblock them later. And we'll give them another chance. See if they learn their lesson. We've all heard him say it. Anyway. Playboy. Ruby's fucking up those kids for the long haul. Alright? Believe that. And suffocating them in fear. Trying to control them even more. Only gonna make things worse. It's only gonna make things worse. And you won't be able to rewind it. Because you won't get that time back. And then if something happens to you and they can't turn around and question your motives, that's going to weigh heavy on them too. And I know, because that's my problem. I drink 6 of these a day. Otherwise I'm fucking tired. There. Get my hat back on. Alright. Yeah, now I forget what I was going to say. I was going to say one more thing. Oh yeah. Merry Christmas. Thanks for sticking around. And joining the neighborhood. Where's that hair? Ah. Did I get it? Here's the hoping, right? Okay. I got a smoke in the crack of the door. Shh. Don't tell on me. You ain't going out there, you crazy? Look. There's snow. It's snowing out there. Fuck that shit. You got this huge, enormous scarf. And, yeah, no, I'll just stand here. Yeah. Or I'll sit. I mean, this scarf is longer than I am tall. Trust me on that. I mean, it's all the way to the floor. And, it's down my back, too. I can fold it in half, and I put it down at the bottom of the door, where it's in the crack, and it stops this breeze from coming in. You probably even just felt that breeze. Is my audio messed up? Probably is. It usually gets messed up after like 6-7 pauses. because I'll have it the other way, facing the squirrels, and I'll pause it when I'm waiting on a squirrel to come, and I'll unpause it when they take their peanut. I try to take the dead air out of there with the pause button. I want to have a cutesy little wholesome channel up on YouTube. YouTube needs some wholesome on it. I mean, commentary channels, a lot of them will be the same. Like, you know what I mean? There's different genres, there's different communities. But, you know what I mean? When they all talk about something, they're all usually talking about the same thing. You know, but you get different takes on it. And, you know, I want to try and be a little different over here. So that's why I try to show people the squirrels rather than me. I'd rather show them. I started the channel for the squirrels. Okay? It was not to get eyes on me. It was because I got joy from the squirrels. And I figured maybe other people can use some of that joy too. Because you can't look at a squirrel with a peanut and not smile about it. You just can't. You just can't. They're so cute. So, since they bring me a lot of joy, they help me overcome panic attacks. They help me get over nightmares. They're good therapy, okay? They're good therapeutic animals. And I think it's because of their unpredictable silliness. You know, it's like, keeps you guessing, keeps you, you know, keeps your attention on something, keeps your focus. Because you never know which way they're going to dart off. Or if they hop up, I'll whoop. They're so cute. They're so cute. Or even when they climb my leg, I don't know if they're going to climb my leg when I go out there and I hold the peanut to my thigh or my hip. I hope they will. And when they do, it's the cutest thing. So I just wanted to share it with people. So that's why I started the channel. You know. It took me a long time to even change the icon to a squirrel, though. And I don't know why. It took me a while to even put squirrel in the title. Because, I wasn't trying to make a channel that was, you know, just all, you know, one thing. I I want the squirrels in there. I don't know, I wasn't thinking, when I started my name on YouTube, when I started the YouTube thing, the squirrels were not in thought. So, yeah. But I have been playing with them for the past few years, though. And I changed my channel name for them and for you guys, so the viewers can find us easier, and so it's a little more obvious that we got squirrels up over here. Yes. That's what that apostrophe is all about. That's what those frauditors don't get. They want to talk about what's public property. Honey, there's no apostrophe S. It's not the public's property. I'm sure if you got hurt on said property and you wanted to sue them, that money would not come out of the pockets of the people. And it's sure ain't up to the people to cut their grass and mow their parking lot or their lawn and plow their parking lot. Is it now? No. And just because something's like a public school, yo, that's clearly private property, okay? Especially like high schools, you gotta have a name badge to go in there. Those students have to have that name badge around their neck. They have to have that. And the teachers all have them. These fraudsters are going too far with their dumb little cameras. And I'm telling you, they think it's a chess move to try and get rid of security cameras. Or to try and make people have to give more money to the government by needing a permit to install such cameras. I mean, bad enough they're manipulating these people into being pawns just so they all end up broke in the end. All their money going where? To the system. Bail money, the impound, the lawyers, probation fees, all those fucking tickets. You know, you could just get your tags and your car insurance, and it wouldn't cost as much as all those fucking tickets and the impound. And then having to get another car out the auction the next time one's running. You know, then you gotta go back to your little cult people and get them to make you another fake license plate. So you can go back and forth again, keep the cops distracted, because it's all just a big fucking game to them. It's their pyramid scheme. I'm telling you. The pyramid part of it is because they live stream themselves doing it, keeping the cops distracted and whatnot, and running that live stream so their buddies know where that vehicle is at all times, and they can watch them and be in the chat using it like walkie-talkies. If somebody is keeping an area of a building distracted, there can be other people surrounding it while using the chat as walkie-talkies. And it's crazy finally seeing these other YouTubers start to see the things that I've been saying. I've been saying it for a grip. And I said, you know, when they sit there saying they got these $2,000 cameras, you know, one of these days somebody's going to follow one of them, huh? And then we see this video about this one guy talking about he's looking forward to the auditors getting audited, and somebody following one of them one day, frauditing them right back. Homie's got a point. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Not that we want it to happen, but the way they run their fucking mouth, and as desperate as people get, I would not be surprised if it did happen. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. I feel like I haven't even hit this fucking cigarette but like twice. Alright. Look, I'm about to fill up memory again on my phone. And I still have not posted that other video that I did right after I did that fucking chili skit. Jesus Christ. Okay. You know, actually, I think the video I did right after the chili skit was this one. It was this one, yeah, because I made a point to make sure y'all knew I wasn't eating no powdered donuts. I had on the chili lips. Out here? I don't think it's out here. I got white lipstick because chili's got these white lips. I've got barely any lips too, so. And I have relatives that call me Lee for short, and I'm a pretty chill person, so I am a bona fide chill Lee. Okay? I'm Chili the cat. Chili the cat, yo. Chili the cat, so. And I fixed my ears. Look, I fixed them. Yes? Yes, I fixed them. So, yeah. Ta-da. But that last skit that I did, it wasn't, I didn't have my ears. I didn't have them on my head. Yeah. I did a skit. It isn't posted yet, but I'm gonna post it. Probably tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I procrastinate. I'll probably be editing all night. And I'll post tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. I gotta get the flock out of here. We're gonna get the flock out of here. Let's get the flock out of here. Getting the flock out of here, playboy. You out this piece. And it's been real. Subscribe and stay tuned. And join the neighborhood. Catch us in the morning for some more squirrely feedings. Or just writing a video since I'm meshing two together. Be out. Been real. And this is my chili shirt too, okay? See? It says delete crimes because he's delete laws. Go vote for him for the Grifties Award. Chili DeCastro and Jose DeCastro. It's delete laws. Chili DeCastro, delete laws. I don't think it says Jose, though that is his name. Go vote for the Grifties. Go do it right now. And click the like button. Click.